Okay, time to begin. Good evening, everybody. What day is it even? Tuesday? Happy Tuesday, everyone. Tuesday night almost. We're past the evening pretty much. Happy Tuesday night, and it is about to snowstorm where I am. Pretty much every school in Quebec City is planning to shut down tomorrow. So far, they're announcing the worst storm we've had this year so far. So I'm hoping that we're gonna get a day off tomorrow. That'd be really fun. Oh yeah, I mean, they're calling for 40 centimeters of snow, which 40 cm to inches. That makes 15.7 inches of snow tomorrow. And that's gonna be crazy, man. But you guys aren't here to listen to me talk about snow tomorrow. How's it going, Cloaked Shadow, Orca Lord, and Corey? Thank you guys for being here. And today we'll be playing a brand new game, for me anyway. A game that came out in 2016. It's called The Dwarves. Ever since it came out, and like a few weeks before its release, I saw it. I saw a trailer for it, and I was hooked. Dwarves is my favorite fantasy race ever, and I'm just super excited to finally be able to play this game. Someone on Reddit, I have no idea who, but gifted it to me, and I'm psyched about it. So I'm finally going to be able to play a game that I've always wanted to play. I'm doing great today. I'm doing super good myself. So, without further ado, here is a game that I've been excited to play for a long time. Let's play The Dwarves. So this game is like a adventure RPG, top-down type game, as far as I know, and I'm excited. Spoken voice, text, subtitles, damage display, difficulty, y-axis. That all seems pretty decent. If the audio is too loud, or I'm too loud, or the opposite, make sure to tell me so I can adjust any consequence. If not, well, we have some fun.
Fracas made us from stone to protect Girdlegard. Against orcs, ogres, and all the other beasts of Tion. We are the guardians of Girdlegard. We are the children of the divine smith. We are the Dwarves.
Heck yeah. Solid start. Divine Guardians. Alright. We're diving right into it, like straight into it, man. Select the ability leap attack and choose a target on the battlefield. Okay, that's cool. Oh, nice. So I can use this ability to leap. Really cool. Ah, nice. Love it already. So we are already diving into orcs right now. Is it laggy on stream? From what I'm seeing, it's you know it's lagging a lot. How about you guys?
Landily, a present from the workshop.
The workshop. Go to the chest. Oh, it's grenades. I can be creative, it says.
I'd be happy to pass on this present to the greenskins.
Oh, nice. I can just dive in, man. Every cost AP, yeah. Man, he just tosses grenades everywhere and BAM! Hey, Leia! Hey, man. It's good to see you, buddy. Oops, friendly fire. Friendly fire is a thing in this game, it seems. So, on my OBS preview, it shows the game like majorly lagging. Is this kiss for you guys? Toss these grenades. Yeah, it's laggy. That's what I thought. Yeah, what if you can just, you know, shadow quality and have like fastest. I mean, I don't really care about shadows. Lighting could be beautiful. Effects could be. What if we go in good? That touch should be high. So that should be. That should help anyway. Hopefully. Apply.
What is it?
I don't know which button to press to. Press. What is that button? I don't know what that button is, man.
Not possible right now. Huh?
All right, here. Let's figure out what the heck that button. Oh my. Maybe I should be playing with a Xbox controller rather than this Switch controller. Might help. Since these Switch controls are like reversed or inversed or whatever. I can also be playing with the oh dear. We're off to a great start. Okay.
Just a moment.
Uh-oh. He's thinking.
My king, what are you doing here?
Giselbert I, the father of the Fifthling clan, has not been on the front line of battle against the creatures of Tion for many cycles. The king surveys the battlefield and the defenders with a grave expression.
We are too few.
This you know as well as he does. But there will be no reinforcements arriving. Hundreds of brave warriors lie inside the fortress dying. The illness is running rampant. It brings weakness and death.
Stay at your posts. Be as steadfast as the granite of which we are made. Nothing can break us. Vrakas is with us.
Well said. Change between characters at the bottom left by pressing tab. Like more than one at a time, pressing shift left click or around by dragging a rectangle. So this game is probably better played with a with the keyboard and mouse, I'm guessing. So if I press tab, I change between characters. Or I can shift left click or drag a rectangle around them.
On my way.
Yes?
Alright, that works pretty well.
Another one gone. Over there.
And do a cleave attack here. Nice. When the game is paused, you can give commands several heals in a row. Yeah. Okay, this is pretty cool.
What?
Okay, what we got going on here? Bam!
What is it?
Oh no! Oh come on! He got knocked out! Come on! I couldn't do anything about that, he just got knocked away as soon as I changed back to him.
Yes?
Gee, my favorite RPG. I'm gonna have to go with Leo there and say that Divinity Original Sin 2 is an amazing game, and if you have not played that, I highly recommend that to everybody. It's a great game. But my number one favorite, I'd say, is probably Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Okay, so I can heal. That's cool. I can rush people here? Yeah, just like that. Fire Emblem is also one of my favorites. Whoops, I just hit my enemy. Hit my buddies.
On my way. Yes? All right.
Alright, this is pretty cool here. I can switch between my dudes. Got that ogre dead. Go guys. Kick some butt here. Hiya! Oh, nice! Oh, that was worth it. Bam! Oh, I got some grenades here. Oh, bam! Yo! This is just a mob here that I'm fighting against. Wonk! I will say that Divinity Original Sin 2 has provided me with the #1 best final boss. The final fight of Divinity 2 was the most intense last battle boss I've ever done. Like, I felt that I definitely owned that victory. It was a very well done fight.
Understood. Over there. For fracas.
We got a mob here. Heal everybody.
For fracas. And again. Hammer time.
Got these How do you destroy this catapult thing here? I love doing that. That's a great move right there. Bam. I just charge through here and get rid of this one. Ah, we got it. We did it, guys.
These are the ones who attacked us in the tunnels. We suffered great losses beating them back.
Come here and I'll split you like a straw, you treacherous elf!
In his fury, the old king radiates a ferocious power that none of Citalia's children could withstand. But the slight, willowy being sitting astride the Shadow Mare just grins down, mockingly.
You are mistaken. We are Alpha. We are here to destroy the elves.
All peace-loving beings here in Girdlegard are under our protection, and you cannot open the gate that has barred your path into Girdlegard since the creation of the world.
Not us, but perhaps one of your kind.
What? No.
This cannot be. Silence, you fool!
Don't do that.
Vrakas, forgive me for what I am about to do.
Quickly! In formation! You must hold them back until I close the gate!
Dang. Dang it with the evil elf and all that.
Not possible right now! Come here, you!
Get on over here.
Understood! All
What's
right!
that?
Understood!
Alright, this is a pretty cool game so far. I'm pretty enjoying it. Got this top-down type gameplay where you control the end. You control multiple people.
Come here, you! Understood! And stay dead! Come here,
Bam,
you!
bam, bam, almost dead. Alright,
Understood!
what we got over here?
All right!
More baddies.
Charge!
Oh no, big boss time. Oh no. Oh no, it's a king. Oh dang.
Look at me. I am Syntheras, the Reaper of your death. I will take your life, and the land will take your soul.
Get out of my sight, pointy ears, and let me delight at the closed gate a little longer.
The gate may have closed, but when you rise again from the dead by the power of the land, you will be one of us, and you will open it.
Never! My soul belongs to Vrakas.
No, your soul now belongs to the land, and henceforth you will belong to it forever. Now die, and return. Then hand us Girdlegard.
Oh gee, this game starts out pretty rough. $1,000 cycles later.
You're a perfectionist, Tungdil Bolafar.
I've got a reputation to uphold. If you can't rely on the metalwork of a dwarf, what can you rely on?
I do for you, and you look dreadful. You look dreadful, my wife. Or the person in front of me.
What can I do for you?
For me, nothing. It's Lot Yonan. He wants to see you in his study.
In your mind, you go through all the recent incidents that might have annoyed the Magus. Apart from a few little squabbles with his famuli, nothing worth mentioning happened since the incident with your beard. You nod.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the narrator is a woman. That doesn't happen often. Okay. Still don't like the fact that the stream has a few it's lagging like that. I'm not sure if I'm able to like change that.
I'd better not keep the Magus waiting.
See you later. There's goulash for dinner.
It's like going at some sort of a 25 FPS. I don't want to lower the resolution here. Good. Might help.
There are apparently dwarves who have never seen the sky. And you too feel more comfortable when you have rock over your head. If only you didn't long to see more of the world, a longing that grows stronger with every year.
Ah, so we're one of the dwarves who don't
There was a time when you could hardly
see out
lift
the
the
outside.
heavy hammer. Now you barely notice it anymore, and it feels like an extension of your arm. Smithing is in your blood.
I am a dwarf.
This is where you swung the forge hammer for the first.
Yeah. Oh. Don't mind if I do. Got myself an axe.
Everything you know about dwarves you learnt from books. The divine smith created the dwarves, and from time to time you make him an offering of some crumbs of gold. It's the most valuable thing you have to offer Vracus.
Alright.
You've worked a bit more on Sunya's birthday present last night. The little one is crazy about horses. You, on the other hand, prefer to keep your distance, unless you're fitting them with hooves. Too many legs, and way too big.
Right then. Onward!
Hey, groundling! Come to the kitchen, we need you.
Jolison, a 4th degree famulus and your favorite foe among the students of magic, gives you a disparaging glance and disappears without waiting for your reply.
Okay, thank you, buddy.
Lot Yonan didn't just take you in. He also taught you how to read and write. But you don't feel like reading right now. Especially as you already know all the books by heart.
Ah, so we've been reading a lot, have we? I can build for some food. What don't mind if I do?
Hey, what are you doing, groundling? We're still eating here. Why don't you go and get your own portion?
Okay. I'll go and grab my own portion then. What would I do if there was another raid? Well, the same thing that I always do when there's a raid on my channel.
Tongue deal! Quick! Or the
I'll be
goulash will
happy.
get burnt! You immediately recognize what the problem is. A chain running over a pulley for positioning the cauldron is detached from its mounting, and the cauldron stuck in the fireplace. It's a heavy load, and none of the famuli, who feel superior even during kitchen duty, dare do anything. They might burn their fingers, or even get a bit dirty.
Well, you dwarves.
I am your godfather, little one. I'll look after you just like I looked after your mother.
Little Akana grasps your calloused finger and smiles at you wide-eyed.
No, I will not be playing Kingdom Hearts 3.
Vegetables, bread, cheese.
I'm not interested in that
but
game.
The cook is not to be trifled with. Many painful knuckles have taught you that she knows how to handle her heavy wooden spoon, and that she may possibly have eyes in the back of her head.
Okay. Guess I won't touch the...
It'd be a waste of goulash. And I'm hungry. Here, hold this.
Okay.
With as much concern in your voice as you can muster, you say,
Oh, no, this doesn't look good.
you're pleased to notice he's dripping with sweat.
I'll get you back for this, groundling!
Well, I have no problem with the game itself, you know. I played Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2 back in the day, and I just did not like it enough to warrant keep playing it. The combat system was just too fluidly for me. Didn't really enjoy it. But I'm well aware that that game has been amazing to many people so far. I mean, I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. Let me just fix that for you, big guy.
You damned freak!
For a moment, you hope the Famulus really does raise his hand to you. But then he comes to his senses and leaves the kitchen, his face bright red.
What a pair you are!
Aha. What a pair we are.
The goulash is bubbling in the cauldron. You draw the warm air in through your nose, and
Yum. That was good. Bills of beer.
The beer that is delivered to the vaults is supposed to be the best beer in Idderslane. It's certainly your favourite beer, but you haven't drunk enough other beers to truly know.
Don't need to try them all. If you like one.
Do you know what Lord Yonan wants?
The maid gives you an amused look. She has often accused you of making things more complicated than necessary.
Kingdom Hearts game on the DS, is that either dream drop distance? Is that 358 days divided by 2? Is that what? There's been so many like Kingdom Hearts pre-sequel, like sequel, not sequel, prequel type deal. I don't know. I don't know what the title is. Yeah. The 358 by 2. I know that one. I know Dream Drop Distance, and those are the other two I know, I think. What the heck, man? So
Master
weird.
Lord Yonan, Frala told me you wished to speak with me.
Ah, Tungdil, come in. There is a bag over there in the cupboard. Take it out, please. It contains artifacts belonging to my former Famulus Goren. I wish to return them to him. He's in Black Saddle, 300 miles away.
300 miles? That's a long journey. Who are you going to entrust with this?
You.
I was thinking of you.
Me?
There is no one better to take on this journey. You have acquired much knowledge. You are almost a scholar. You know more than most famuli about Girdlegard and its inhabitants. It is time for you to go out into the world and see it with your own eyes.
With pleasure.
Oh, nice.
Perhaps I'll meet some dwarves on my travels.
Yes, perhaps. But don't hold out too much hope. And be careful who you talk to. Not everyone out there likes dwarves.
Aww.
Yeah, goblins. They abduct baby dwarves and sell them to magi, from what I've heard.
Not the best bit of business I've ever done. But what was I to do? The Longnoses threatened to throw you into the nearest river.
What's in the pouch?
What's in the bag?
Magical devices. You better leave the bag closed if you want to avoid any accidents. Dwarves don't really like magic, and magic doesn't like you either.
Rakus gave us so much craftsmanship that there's no space left in our bodies for magic.
Strictly speaking, every time you've been too close to magic, it has ended in catastrophe.
That makes sense.
Be on your guard. Look after the bag and don't lose it. May Palandiel be with you. And Vrakas too, of course.
I'll set off immediately. I'll see you soon, Lot Yonan.
Nice, we're going on an adventure. That's fun. Nothing in my room here that I need. I've already been here. Out here.
Within a few moments, you find Black Saddle on the map. It is
You mean
southeast of
Hobgoblin?
Parista, a little more than halfway between the city of the Magus Nudin and Lot Yonan's vaults. You trace the path from the vaults to the mountain with your finger. It doesn't seem far on the map, but it will be the biggest journey of your life.
Especially considering we've never stepped a foot outside this place, apparently. You know? So, who knows where the heck are we going? So far, this game is pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. So we got leave Lot Yonan's vault. We can do
Just
that
as you
right
reach the door,
now. And oh my
your
gosh, we're
stomach
getting a raid
grumbles.
here.
It's not even noon yet. And
Got a
you
raid
think you're
going
going to
on here.
survive
Oh my
a
gosh.
300-mile journey without provisions.
Oh, good point. Hey, do so confidently. Hey! Hey, this is so cool. Oh, thank you so much for this raid, DSC. That's really cool of you, man. Hey, that Icarus fan and Chi Panda, thank you guys very much for this raid. I very much appreciate it. You guys are great. Thank you for that. I thought it was great to
The
get
goulash is
raided.
bubbling
So
in
fun.
the cauldron. You draw the warm air in through your nose, and the smell makes your mouth start watering.
I hope you guys are doing great tonight. I don't know what you were playing, do so confidently. What, with what game were you having fun tonight? So this game is called The Dwarves. It came out 2 years ago, now 3 years ago, 2016. And it's a game that I've wanted to play for like ever since it came out. And now I was gifted this game, and I finally have a chance to
It would
play
be
it.
better to leave Lot Yonan to...
Okay. Alright, so I'm supposed to grab some provisions here. So like this is the very beginning of the game. Yeah, I'm gonna grab some food here. Kill for some food.
The blacksmith. Do you want something?
Did a horse bolt while you were trying to shoe it? It's certainly not on our plates.
Okay, fine, so I can't take your food.
Of the 200 or so people selected to learn the art of magic under Lot Yonan, there's barely a handful of them you can stand the sight of. You're not at all interested in magic in all its elusiveness and whimsy. Your realm is the Forge.
So it seems that we're the only dwarf here. It seems that we were taken by humans, and like they've been shielding me from harm. And this is like a mage tower, it seems. And of course, as dwarf, I don't care at all for magic. So I'm the forge here, and I'm the blacksmith here, and the leader just sent me on a quest to go deliver a bag of magic to buddies far away. That's what I get so far.
Hello, Frala.
Hmm?
The OG Zelda, that is cool, man. Legend of Zelda 1. On Tuesdays, you play episode style stream, a blind playthrough. Nice. How far did you get so far?
I've got a present for you.
You take out a symbol of protection that you've carefully made from 3 horseshoe nails.
It's not the finest jewelry in Girdlegard.
One look at Frala's face makes it clear that it doesn't matter. She glows with happiness as she takes the pendant.
For me? But why?
Because you're pretty.
Because you don't see me as an oddity, and you're like a little sister to me.
You could have said.
Oof.
But you settle with a shrug and
Sister's
a
owned.
smile.
Sister's owned. You're on Dungeon 4. That's nice. That's further than I've ever been in the first Zelda. And again, I never bothered trying to beat that game. But I love Zelda. I love Zelda.
I need provisions for 300 miles.
You're grinning from ear to ear. Finally, you've got the chance to see something of the world.
300? Tungdil, that's no errand. That's an epic journey. Wait, I've got just the right thing. But make sure the cook doesn't see.
I'm going to Blacksaddle to return a few things to a former apprentice in Amagus.
You pocket the rye bread, sausages, and ham.
Ooh, nice.
Enough food for the first few days of your journey.
Ham! Hey, Steelcat. Yes, this game's on Steam. It was gifted to me.
Perhaps I'll even meet some dwarves on the way.
Frala throws you a cautious glance. It's a tricky subject that you can't help but broach.
There aren't dwarves down here. You're the only one in Idaslane, as far as we know.
Oh
I
dear.
know, but I can't just have been born out of a rock. Somewhere in the mountains, I have a clan. Maybe even a family.
Yes. Maybe.
Frala has reminded you more than once that Lot Yonan wrote to the dwarf clans and none of them were missing a dwarf boy.
I have to go. I've got a long journey ahead of me.
So it seems like we're the only dwarf, like, that people know of.
I wish you the blessing of Palandial and Vracus to protect you from all danger in your journey.
Interesting.
Here, a talisman. Whenever you look at it, think of me.
Frala winks at you mischievously.
And of getting me a nice present.
Alright, I think we're ready to go. This characters, groups, and inventories. Tungdil. Rale's scarf. Brings good fortune to the wearer. Provisions, magical artifacts, gold. Okay, if his health is under 30, he gains bonus. Okay, what's this? Quest log and game menu. I think we're ready to go. So, do so confidently did Corey suggest you coming here, or did you find me on your own? Either way, I'm very happy that you stopped by. Always very appreciated to see new faces and have new friends. Oh dear.
How nice to see you again,
Big fat boy.
Lotyovan.
Ugh, oh
It
my
must
gosh.
have been an age since we last met face to face.
Oh, that's gross.
Nudin, welcome. Please, sit down.
No, thank you, my friend. These are urgent matters, and I don't have much time. You must come to Leos Nudin immediately. The perished land is stirring.
Are you sure? What makes you think that?
I found out about 60 orbits ago, during a visit to the borders. Our magical barriers have weakened and become porous. The Elfar have left their land, and a huge horde of orcs have marched into Girdlegard.
Were you able to strengthen the spell with your magic?
No. I can't repair the damage alone. We need the combined power of the 6. The other 4 are already on their way here, but we need your help too.
This guy is
I will
gross.
set off for Paristo without delay.
Oh, and as you're coming, could you also take the opportunity to bring back the things that I lent to you?
Of course. I have them already packed in a bag.
Oh, thank you. We'll be expecting you.
This guy like had his face burnt up or something wicked to look like this ogreish troll. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Utterly blinded by the sunlight, you squeeze your eyes tightly shut after only a few steps. The time spent underground has made you so sensitive to light that you're forced to seek shelter in the shade of a mighty oak.
Well, I very much appreciate you being here, DSC. And same to you, Icarus fan. Thanks a lot for being with the raid and hanging out a bit. I wish you a super great night. And maybe one day catch you later. Yeah, Cloud Shadow, the Kingdom Hearts names are weird. HD 1.5, 2.5 remix. Okay, so what the heck are we doing here? So we are here. And we need to go here. Okay.
You reach a small lake by a birchwood. Your feet hurt and your eyes still sting in the unaccustomed sunlight. But a smile spreads across your face nonetheless. You've covered a decent distance on the first day of your big journey. You pitch your camp and lie down to sleep on the hard forest floor. When you awake in the morning, your legs are stiff and achy. Trying not to feel sorry for yourself, you throw your rucksack over your shoulder. You're a dwarf, and dwarves don't complain.
Of course not. I do know Master Matt. I do know Bowler. I've raided Chadley once. Not me doing a raid, but me participating in a raid at Chadley. Bowler's one of my friends. He actually lives in the same province as I do, Quebec. And Monster Matt, I've raided a few times. And have been raided by him once or twice. And yes, Cloud Shadow, you did miss a raid. Oh, we have an intersection. I'm gonna go this way. Oh no, I'm going.
Around midday, with the sun high in the sky and the first beads of sweat appearing on your forehead, you see something move next to the road, a few hundred meters ahead. Some crows are pecking at something in the long grass.
So yeah, SSB fan. Alright, let's see here. So what should we do? Leave the road, sneak up to crows, walk further along the road to make out more, or stand still and observe the scene? I'd like to leave the road and sneak up on the crows. You know what? Let's go for it. Yes, exactly, do so confidently. That's how I've learned a lot of people too. There's like this one huge circle made out of 20 or 30 different people who each know different people but sort of connect the same way. It's so weird, but it's so cool at the same time.
The creaking leather armor, the clattering rucksack, and a dwarf's inability to be quiet makes the crows flap around as you move from one bush to another. You give up trying to be stealthy, stand up straight, and see two human bodies in the flattened grass.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, here we go. What do we got here?
Nothing.
Nothing? Go look for tracks.
You don't see any signs of a struggle in the area where the corpses are lying. Were they stabbed by a companion? A stranger could hardly have crept up on them with such sparse cover.
Interesting.
A slender man lies in front of you, dressed in an expensive robe. It is in the colors of Turgur the Fair-Faced, one of the 6 magi. The dead man must be one of Turgur's famuli. You don't see any wounds.
Huh. We'll turn the body over and loot him. This is an RPG after all.
There are some narrow stab wounds in the man's chest. The cuts are too big to have been made by arrows, but too small for sword wounds.
Huh. That's weird. Press F for people who over expect too much about tomorrow's Nintendo Direct. People who will be disappointed tomorrow, but not because of what is shown, probably because of their too high expectations.
You look down on a tall, broadly built man. He's wearing dark brown leather armor that is strengthened with iron plates. There's a sword lying next to him. Was he trying to defend himself against something? Or someone? There is no blood on the sword.
See, people, a lot of people treat Nintendo Directs as though they were E3, you know? As though they were the size of E3 presentation. Like, no, it's, you know, the big, major, huge games will not be revealed tomorrow, probably not, or maybe hinted at least. But with E3 coming, I mean, that's when the big games are going to be either shown, like either announced for the first time, or like developed, you know, in detail. Like, I remember we learned of Smash's existence on the Switch in a Direct, but that was only at the end of it, and you know, we just knew about it. So, for the big games coming out, we'll either get nothing or just like a teaser about it, you know?
The man has the same incisions. It's clear that both men were killed by the same weapon. But what that weapon might be, you cannot say.
Oof, Cloaked Shadow, that's what I'm talking about. You will be disappointed. I'm not expecting anything Metroid Prime until at least 2020.
That probably belonged to one of the dead. It seems to have been searched and then thrown away carelessly.
Since they had to restart development, pretty much.
You find a few implements, some provisions, and a map. A route is drawn on it from Parista, Nudin's capital, to Lot-Yonan's vaults.
Does this mean that Turga the Fair-Faced is in Parista and wanted to send Lot-Yonan a message? And if so, why didn't he use magic? Did he want to contact him without anyone noticing? Why all this secrecy?
Very interesting. What's in the bush?
You halt. There is something.
Another rucksack.
Aha. 2050. 2050. We might see Metroid Prime 9.
You open the rucksack and recognize that someone has already rummaged through it. As well as some implements and writing utensils, you find a pouch full of gold and a talisman. The gold is proof that this is not a case of robbery.
Interesting. You know, this might just be a huge setup. This might just be like someone's watching me and waiting for me to do something about this. I'm gonna not take anything. Just in case, you know?
You scour the area once more and ask yourself what to do next.
Yeah, it's both dead. Do that.
It's time-consuming and strenuous work digging shallow graves in the ground with a stick and covering the corpses with a few stones. But it should at least keep the crows from their feasting for a while. You continue on your way so as to put a few more miles between you and your grisly find before night falls.
Okay. Let's go over here. What's this over here? Oh, that's where we're supposed to go. Okay. Alright, I don't know where I'm going. Let's just head on over here.
As the gable end of a small farmhouse and a barn appear from behind a hilltop, you hear the loud cries of children at play. A girl runs along the path laughing, followed by a small boy with a big stick in his hand. The boy is trying to catch up his sister with a determined look on his face, but is finding it difficult to keep his short legs under control on the uneven path.
Yes, Cloud Shadow, that's exactly what's going to happen in 2050. But maybe in 2051 we'll see Kingdom Hearts 4. You know? Okay, DSC, thank you very much for the raid. I highly appreciate it. You have a great night and an awesome Wednesday tomorrow. Thanks again. So far this game is very similar to Dragon Age, I found. Dragon Age Inquisition and Dragon Age Origins. This game is very similar to this.
The boy trips and falls to the ground with a bump. Before the girl can reach him to help, he picks himself up and grabs the stick to continue the chase. In doing so, he catches a glimpse of you, and his eyes grow wide. All he manages to say is, "There," as he points towards you with a chubby little finger.
I'm doomed.
Now the girl has turned to face you too. Before you can say a word, she lifts her little brother up into her arms and runs screaming towards the farmhouse.
Uh-oh. Nobody likes dwarves.
You don't wish to scare the children further, so you continue on your journey.
Yeah, I'm not staying there. Heck no.
You see a flickering light through the trees some way from the path. It might come from a campfire.
Okay.
You walk towards the fire with confident strides until you finally make out 3 broad-shouldered men with axes.
Oh crap.
2 rabbits are sizzling over the fire. The men are joking with one another, but you can only understand the odd word. They haven't noticed you yet.
Uh-oh. We've got some bandits, it seems.
Once you reach the edge of the firelight, you say amicably,
"Greetings. My name is..."
The men jump up and grab their axes.
Who's there?
Well, I'll be. Is that a groundling?
The men look you over suspiciously.
Really, Cloak Shadow? Every word of this game with my boy. What do we got here?
My name is Tungdil. I'm only a traveller who would have nothing against a warm fire and some company.
Uh-oh. I messed up.
Groundling wants our company.
We are honest, hard-working men. Why would we have anything to do with groundlings? Be off with you.
The man strengthens his grip on the axe and passes his tongue over his yellowed teeth while keeping you in his sights.
Well, fine.
You shrug your shoulders indifferently and take 3 small steps backwards without taking your eyes off the men.
All right, if I'm not welcome here, then I'll go.
Good. And don't even think about coming back to stab us in the back or steal from us. We'll keep guard. There's nothing here for groundling scum.
Your heart is pounding and you confront the man a little more courageously than you feel.
I'm no thief, and I'm certainly no murderer. I only wanted to see if...
Pah! All groundlings are thieves and good-for-nothings.
You find it difficult to take control of your voice again.
Have you met many dwarves?
Enough to know that you're all dirty thieves.
Gee, people are not nice to me. I don't want to attack them right now, because that would just give them reason, you know? That would just make them right.
The next morning, visions of axes, faces full of hate, fists and heavy boots flicker through your befuddled mind. Your first attempt to move fails when pain shoots through every bone, every muscle, and every nerve in your body.
Wait, what?
It's a long time before you manage to sit up and tend to your wounds in the early sunlight. There's no trace of the woodcutters.
Seriously?
They must have thrown you into the undergrowth near the campfire once they were finished with you.
What? They just tossed me overboard like a... Dang. Well, excuse me. What's the point of coming here then if there's nothing to explore? Oh, let's go over here then.
You reach the banks of the Warder and can see Axeldale on the other side, but there isn't a bridge for far and wide. The fishermen's boats glide over the water, which sparkles in the sun. None of the men seem to notice you while they throw out their nets.
Seems that nobody likes dwarves at all. It's sad.
You look at the cold, dark water. The current seems so strong that they could carry off even the most experienced of swimmers. And you aren't even a mediocre one. You once read a legend in a book. Elria, the goddess of water, did not like the children of the forge and cursed the dwarves, so that they would drown in any waters beyond their kingdoms. The main reason that dwarves avoid water to this day.
Please start playing, this isn't a book.
You call to the nearest fisherman.
It's an RPG.
He looks across at you briefly before turning away and getting back
and
to
it's
his
the
work.
beginning of an RPG, so there's bound to be a lot of,
another way of
you know,
crossing the river. You leave the
there's
peaceful
bound to be a lot
banks
of
the river
text
behind you and continue on your way.
Okay then, fine.
You look down on a large village on the banks of the Warder. Some of the village is built on stilts in the river. A wooden bridge spans the fast-flowing water. A huge wooden palisade has been erected to protect the village from attack.
And of course, all of the other humans will think, I'm a dwarf, so I must be a villain.
The guards on the palisade are
I'm
watching
going
you.
in.
Their armor looks well cared for and well made. The smith who made them knew what he was doing. You conclude that the men depend on the protection the armor offers and aren't just wearing them to look good. They're certainly not villagers.
Uh-oh. This might be our first combat. Here we go.
There are small fires burning every 50 steps or so. They are intended...
Alright, so they lit up fires to not be surprised by orcs. Makes sense. I will do the same. No secrets, no nothing. Ah, a bush. Here's a secret bush, guys.
You have spent the last nights under bushes on the...
That's not a special bush. Nothing here, nothing here. Alright. Unusual part of the palisade.
The stakes look a bit different here. You want to look a little...
Huh. Why would you say get lost? That ain't nice.
Orc skulls.
You're not sure it's wise to taunt the beasts with the severed heads of their fellow kind.
Yeah, Cloak Shadow, exactly.
The wooden palisade encompasses the whole of the large village and is guarded by...
Uninvited guests will find it hard to approach.
The double gate is made of strong planks, sturdy but still much less solid than the fixed parts of the palisade.
So,
the double gate is made...
I guess we can't really... Okay, well, that's cool. I don't think there's anything else I can do here. Or is there? Well, there has to be something. Has to be something I can do. Oh, wait, yes. There's a... Yes, talk to the guards, okay. I missed that.
Some of the guards begin to whisper as you near the gate.
Hello up there!
What brings you to fair good water? And have you seen any orcs on your travels, groundling?
The man leaning over the palisade eyes you up and down carefully.
I'll have you know, and I demand entry? Oof, that's not a good way to introduce ourselves.
Goodwater is well known for its hospitality.
A fact that you've just made up yourself.
Let me in, and I will tell other travellers all about it.
I regret to inform you that we cannot allow you to enter. The gates stayed closed once night has fallen.
There's certainly no regret showing in the man's face.
Well done. Should we bribe the guards? Yeah, no one will believe that. Your gate doesn't make a very stable impression. I can take a look at it. I know about these things. Ah, these guards are smarter than this.
Stay alert. If I see anything, I'll scream.
Oh yeah, you bet.
Okay. Well. Okay.
Is this to be your bed for the night? A flat, cold hollow under a bush? At least you wouldn't be discovered immediately.
You hardly slept a wink during the night. The cold had you gripped to the bone.
Better to freeze than give orc archers an easy target.
Well, things are starting out great for our hero. Oh, we go in Goodwater again.
Your route leads you back to Goodwater. The mercenaries on the palisades are on the lookout for orcs and ask you...
Okay, so they don't let me in at all. Fine.
An uneasy feeling has been your constant companion since you left Goodwater.
Since you go on prom night.
Every little sound in the forest makes you fear you've been discovered by a horde of orcs. But you reach the end of the day without bumping into any of the greenskins. It seems as though Vrakas has granted you one more day in Girdlegard. As night begins to fall, you pass a large oak tree and decide to call it a day. Near the oak tree is an abandoned camp with a fireplace, which appears to be a couple of days old.
Who's a Goodwater? You're a Goodwater. Set up camp hidden in the crown of the old oak tree.
You swing yourself up the trunk and then pull up your baggage after you. You're prepared to sleep in a tree like a bird if it means escaping the orcs' attentions. You sling your rope twice around your stomach and the trunk of the tree to stop you from falling accidentally. You close your eyes and dream. You see North Pass and smell the fresh, icy wind that sweeps over the peaks of Great Blade and Dragon's Tongue. But the harmony is interrupted by the hideous roar of an unending flood of orcs throwing itself unceasingly against the fortification. You smell the disgusting green blood of the orcs and taste the rancid fat of their armor on your tongue. The bitter taste becomes stronger until it's unbearable and wrenches you out of your dream. You open your eyes and are surprised at the brightness as a glance at the sky confirms that it's still night. Your eyes move towards the ground.
Oh crap.
And what you see makes the blood in your veins freeze.
Is there orcs? Is there orcs? And yes, there's a lot of trumpets and so far in this theme. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I am Synthras of Son Balsur. My master, Nod On the Doublefold, ruler of the perished land, has elected you, the lords of Taboribor, to be the sword that conquers the south.
You mean you want us to put our necks on the line and be killed by some magus?
Lord Yonan and the others will be taken care of. Your task is to create a diversion in the south until my master's plan succeeds.
And which of us is the leader?
The one that conquers the most land.
So Kragnar will be the new Grand Lord.
He glares at Ushnots and Bashkug.
The Kragnar Shore tribe will conquer the most land.
Never! We will overwhelm the cities of the Red Bloods quicker than you can suck the marrow from a bone.
We shall see.
You can't believe what you're hearing. If the beasts of Tion ride into battle together, catastrophic cycles lie ahead for Girdlegard.
Interesting. So we just came up across an entire orc battalion. And it didn't even see us.
The night in the oak tree was the worst of your life. You spent every single moment afraid that you'd be found and savaged by the orcs. But as the first rays of sun broke through the treetops, the orcs abandoned their camp and left without discovering you.
Well, that was good. Well, that was good. Yeah, I don't know why the game is lagging. It's not lagging at all in what I'm seeing in the game, you know. But when I'm looking in OBS at the stream preview, you know, it's lagging a lot. I'm not happy about that. But there's not much I can do, it seems. Since it's not the game that's, you know, it's buggy. Maybe if I like, I don't know. See here. See if I know bit rate. Could be something. Let's see if I can do that. If that changes anything. It might, or it might not. Nope, nothing. Oh well. Let's keep going then. Sorry about that.
You're overcome by the urge to vomit. You have, of course, heard the stories, but seeing with your own eyes that orcs actually do eat humans is a long way from just reading about it.
This is the place. I knew it was here. Come on then, find that stupid necklace.
Oh crap.
Hey, Fuskar! In front of you! groundling, perfect for a spotted breakfast.
Okay, here we go, guys.
You know that you're no warrior, but you want to face the orcs as a child of the Divine Smith. Perhaps you'll manage to kill at least one of them, so as not to appear so undwarven in Varacus's eyes.
I'll give you something to chew on. Varacus made us of stone.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we are screwed. We are so dead.
Oink, oink, little piggies!
Oh dang. We got Legolas here.
Beard, how did you manage to lose your weapon? Go and get it, and this time, hold it tight. Hey, that one was mine.
You're just too slow, dear brother.
Too slow? Just wait.
Okay. Oh, go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Understood. On my way.
Dude, first combat. Here we go.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah.
Understood. End it.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
I didn't hit you very hard.
Run away.
Understood.
Run away.
Who's next?
Another one spikes the
Hey. Yeah.
Attack!
And what now?
He hardly put up a fight.
Man, you are so gonna die.
Over here, quickly.
On my way.
Put up a fight.
As good as done.
And again. Huh?
Yeah.
End it.
I don't want to
over here,
die. I don't like have any potions or anything.
Yeah.
I can't like, you know, heal myself. I can't kill you guys though. Right. Is there a way for me to like heal this guy? No, it doesn't seem I can.
All right. On my way. With
you're dead.
pleasure.
First shot.
Yes, understood.
Let's go, buddy.
On my way. Attack!
Yeah.
At once.
Too
Okay, so you
easy.
killed him already.
At once.
Go fight these guys.
Yeah.
For Varacus!
Huh? All right. On my way. As good as done. All right.
Bam.
Vile creature. On my way.
Still missing some
As
orcs
good
here.
as done. All right.
Okay, so I can't really like heal
On
him.
my way. Oh, what bad luck for you.
Understood.
I'm not a major healer, yeah, exactly.
On my way. For Varacus!
Bam, 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 bam. Bonk.
Too easy.
Dead on spot.
Say goodbye forever.
And again.
We did it. We did it. Our first combat.
Oink oink. That's all? No more orcs?
Well fought, young friend. Do you happen to be Tungdill?
Well fought? But he fought like a...
Boindale, what do you expect? He grew up amongst the humans.
Who are you and how do you know my name?
My name is Boindal Hookhand of the Clan of the
Boindal.
Swinging Axes. This is my brother, Boindale Doubleblade. We've been sent to find you.
Call me Ironheart. Are there any more piggy snouts around here?
There was a meeting last night. The Elfar serve a certain Nod On who calls himself Lord of the Perish Land. They have enlisted 3 Orc hordes to cause unrest in the south.
Did you hear that, Boandal? Peggy snouts!
The Elfar from San Balzur and the Orcs from Taboribor are working together?
And could ally with the orcs from the Perish Land.
The twins look at you solemnly. You all know what that would mean for the people of Girdlegard.
I'm your father.
You turned up at just the right moment. But are you sure it's me you're looking for?
The High King Gundrabor sent us to fetch you and bring you to Ogre's death in the Secondling realm in the south.
So he received the letter from my master? And am I a secondling?
Well, something like that, I guess.
The High King wants me.
Then my family was found and the High King wants to bring me back to my clan.
No, you're not a secondling. You're a fourthling. And you're to...
The High King will tell you all about that once we get to Ogre's death. We should get going.
We've got to...
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. But it's our duty to get you to the Ogre's Death Fortress in one piece.
I thought the duty of dwarves was to protect the innocent in Girdlegard.
Lot Yonan and King Broron will take care of the orcs. We three must be careful. You're not exactly a warrior.
But he has broad shoulders and broad hands. There's hope for him yet. So when you've got the chance to split a few orc skulls, you should take it.
This guy seems like a bit blood crazy, you know? He seems to like battle.
I would be happy to follow you into the realm of the secondlings. In truth, there is nothing I would rather do. But first, I must travel to Blacksaddle and return some things to a former famulus of Lot Yonan.
Blacksaddle isn't exactly on our way.
It's on my way. We can head south as soon as I've carried out Lot Yonan's orders.
Well, he's certainly got the stubbornness of a dwarf. Perhaps we'll be able to make a real dwarf of him on the way.
All right, we'll accompany you. The sooner we find that famulus, the quicker we can get back to the mountains.
I'll have to send Lot Yonan a message by carrier pigeon on the way. And if we happen to stumble upon a couple of orcs...
I like you, but we'll have to find you another name.
What?
Bolafar. It's about as good as Lipsmith, Paddletosh, or Blufflegrump. It is stupid, senseless, and definitely not a name of honor. What are you good at?
Okay, fine.
I'm good at reading.
Reading? You're a scholar?
Okay, fine, I get it. Level 2. Oh, who can choose a... Okay, cool. I can sweep an enemy off his feet, or cleave. I don't know. Interesting. It's my way or the highway, boys. Yeah, this is good. I found provisions, gold, talisman of protection. Okay, that's nice. And gold. Okay, okay. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Exactly. You know what? I'm gonna lower this a bit here. See how that affects the stream at all. See if it helps it. Just a bit. Orc Horde? Well, I mean, guys, we're going against the Orc Horde. Wait. No, that's a horde. Not... I don't want to fight a horde of orcs. No, thank you. I'm good. Yeah. Let's go to this town a little bit.
You arrive at a crossroads with a tavern on the corner. A warm light is emanating from its window, lighting up the road around it. A stone sculpture of a sheep stands in front of the door, and above it a sign, swaying gently in the breeze, reads, "The Stone Sheep."
The Stone Sheep? We definitely going in.
You enter the tavern with a determined stride, and are greeted by a thick wall of pipe smoke. The dozen or so drinkers at the tables turn towards you, then give each other astonished and slightly worried looks.
SSB fan. Blah, blah, blah.
You walk to the nearest empty table with the twins in tow and sit down. The landlord comes out from behind the bar.
What can I get
That's
you?
like a D&D game.
You hear surly muttering from one of the tables.
What are groundlings doing showing their faces here, now of all times?
That thick pipe smoke. Okay. How about a round on me?
You stand up and turn to the room.
This round's on me.
The faces of the guests and the landlord brighten up immediately. The landlord gets to work pulling everyone a beer and handing out the tankards. Some of the guests say cheers to you as they get their drinks. You turn to the guest who'd muttered something about groundlings.
And why is it so strange that we're here?
The man glances up briefly and then stares drunkenly at his tankard and mutters with a slur,
Don't play the innocent. The orcs are terrorizing our lands. And whose fault is it? You let them in.
I was not at the Stone Gateway, and I don't know what happened. But you can be sure of one thing. Dwarves would never cooperate with orcs. We kill them no sooner than we say them, or my name isn't Boindle Doubleblade.
The drunkard and his neighbour are given a start. They mumble an apology and turn their attention to the beer in front of them.
Yeah.
Did two travellers pass this way? One was a famulus, the other a mercenary.
The landlord shakes his head indifferently and mumbles something incoherently. One of the guests is about to say something, but shuts up when the person next to him gives him a poke.
Ah, interesting. Interesting.
Come on now, tell us what happened. We're all friends here.
The man who was going to speak the first time round looks over to his neighbour, who nods.
Two travellers spent the night here. One had a robe on, the other was a mercenary.
It is a
The
cheesy
next day
coin
they
name.
left, all in a hurry.
Definitely.
Said they'd been attacked by an elf.
One of the other drinkers finds his voice too.
There was a hell of a lot of noise that night. As if there'd been a dust-up.
They left some gold here for the trouble. I thought they meant the noise, but then I noticed the broken window.
The landlord sighs.
Please don't tell anyone else about this. Who would want to spend a night in a tavern where an elf has been sighted?
What do you have to say? Oh, we can buy a oh yes, potion. I'm definitely buying a potion, man. Small elixir protection and provisions. Maybe not 100. It's like 90 provisions. Okay. I don't
Despite
need...
Boindeal's loud protestations about one...
Okay. I believe we can. Let's see. Family's rucksack. No down the double foe. Division in the south. Ah, yes. I believe we can equip stuff here. I'd like to be able to equip, if possible. Can I equip? Ah, okay, yeah. I now have it equipped. Okay. Yes, that's exactly right. When you buy max amount of potions. What's this? 4?
There are dead orcs lying in the defensive trenches and strewn over the meadows in front of the city. Some of the locals are busy throwing the bodies on pyres, while others repair the minor damage done to the city wall.
Oh dear. You know what? Not yet. Let's go back.
Once again...
Look, I don't want... We'll be on our way.
By the evening campfire, Boindale rummages around in his rucksack and pulls out a cheese wrapped in a cloth. He sticks a fist-sized piece on a spit and grills it on the fire.
Ah, there's nothing better than grilled cheese at the end of a long day.
I can agree with that.
The smell it gives off
Grilled
makes
cheese,
you
man.
hold your breath.
I love grilled cheese.
Oh, it smells like my socks after weeks of marching in my boots.
Oh, picky, are you? Hardly surprising, considering you were brought up by humans. It's ruined your taste.
Boindil holds the stinky cheese at the end of the stick under your nose.
Eat, and stop complaining.
You pull the warm piece of cheese from the stick. It tastes dreadful. Your fingers will smell of it for the next few days, and probably your mouth will too.
That's probably some pretty bad cheese right there. What's that over there? Dwarf merchant, nice.
Once you reach the top of the hill above Goodwater, you can see what is left of the village.
Oh no! Goodwater is destroyed. Rip.
You see a light through the trees some way from the path. It inevitably...
Thinking about it, they do deserve it.
You lie awake in your camp and think about the woodcutter's roast that you had for dinner. The rabbit...
Ha 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 ha! Looks like we just destroyed them. Come on, grilled cheese is super. Everyone loves grilled cheese. Yeah.
The farmstead has been plundered, ravaged, and part set on fire. You split up and search for signs of life in the burned-out ruin. There are no signs of life.
Alright, so we found nothing there. Alright, ogres.
As you near Calmstead, you see that the surrounding...
Let us defend Calmstead. Here we go, people. We gonna fight. Finally.
Yes?
Help! Let us out!
There are still people in the houses!
Let's get them out of there, and quickly. On my way.
Before too many burn.
Huh? What is it?
As good as done.
Oh, that's... Free.
Say goodbye forever.
There you
On
go.
my way. With pleasure. All right. Say goodbye forever.
Understood. Fabracus.
That's why I chose this skill.
Attack!
One-shotting enemies.
I didn't hit you very hard.
Oh, I missed him.
And what now?
Come here, you. On my way.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, what bad luck for you. On my way.
Fabracus.
Huh? I'm with you.
Go, 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 go.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Destroyed.
Ow! Another one bites the dust.
End it.
Knock him down. Let's go.
Fabracus.
And what now? Huzzah! Of course.
Okay. So it seems that the way to go is
Yes.
over
With
here.
pleasure.
Bam.
Oh, what bad luck for you.
Yes?
Attack! He hardly put up a fight.
At what? I didn't hit you very hard.
Understood.
Just wanna move in.
Another one bites the dust.
Yes,
What is it?
right there.
Come here, you.
What is it?
Break this door down.
On my way.
Yes.
Oh, what bad luck for you. Kill. Say goodbye forever. With pleasure. As good as done. Too easy.
End it. And again.
You dead?
Fabracus.
And what now?
Go. Man, he goes fast. Goodness, he goes fast.
Others will take my place.
Ah, crap. I just killed my buddy.
Luck for you. As good as
I literally just killed my buddy.
Oh, what bad luck for you! Say goodbye forever.
Huh? I'm with you.
Yes, yes. Come here, you. With pleasure. Too easy.
Oh.
As good as done. Ow! Another one bites the dust.
Let's do this.
Oh, what bad luck for you! All right.
Well, you're probably right, but I don't know what to do about it. That's the thing.
Too easy. And what now? I didn't hit you very hard.
He hardly put up a fight.
Come on out, buddies. Oh, we did it. We did it.
As soon as the last orc is killed, you and the twins free the remaining villagers.
It would seem the stories are true. Dwarves really are the best orc killers. We don't have much that we can offer you. Maybe we can rustle up some food.
Yeah, maybe if I like attempt to yeah, I'm pretty sure I just gotta know why it does this. Give me a second. How about I try to stop the stream, but restart it, like stop the stream, like change an option really quick and then restart it. Just give me like 1 second, okay? I'll be back as soon as possible.